Wealth does not bring virtue, but virtue brings wealth. This profound truth, forged in the fires of ancient Greek wisdom, stands as a revolutionary reversal of everything our materialistic world preaches, a bold declaration that flips the script on success, challenging us to redefine what it means to be truly rich. In an era obsessed with amassing fortunes, chasing fleeting fame, and equating value with visible victories, this insight emerges as an ultra-inspirational beacon. Genuine abundance springs not from the coffers of currency, but from the treasury of the soul. It's the sacred seed from which all lasting prosperity blooms, inspiring us to prioritize character over cash, integrity over influence, and purpose over possessions. A man may inherit mountains of gold, yet if his spirit is barren, he remains impoverished, a prisoner of his own plenty, haunted by hollow echoes in opulent halls. A woman may wield vast power, commanding empires and acclaim, but without inner peace, her throne becomes a torment, her scepter a symbol of solitude. Wealth without virtue is a glittering illusion, a facade that crumbles under scrutiny, leaving emptiness where fulfillment should flourish. The ancient Greeks, those luminous architects of human excellence who birthed philosophy, democracy, and the Olympic spirit, understood this with crystalline clarity. They knew that money couldn't manufacture morality, couldn't procure purpose, couldn't purchase the profound self-respect that comes from living aligned with one's highest ideals. It can't foster the authentic love of others, nor the serene clarity born from a life of meaning. Virtue, however, is the alchemist's stone, transmuting trials into triumphs, efforts into enduring empires, inspiring a wealth that weathers every storm. Virtue builds trust like an unbreachable fortress. People gravitate toward those whose words ring with honesty, whose actions align with authenticity, creating alliances that amplify opportunities and open doors destiny reserves for the deserving. It cultivates loyalty that outlasts lifetimes, friends, partners, and communities. Rally around those who lead with honor, inspiring collective rises that eclipse solitary successes. And virtue attracts abundance in its purest forms, the wealth of a mind enriched by wisdom, the treasure of relationships rooted in respect, the legacy that lives on in hearts touched by your example. For character compounds like the most potent interest. Each act of integrity accrues invisible dividends, building a reservoir of respect that yields riches beyond reckoning. A person who leads with unwavering honor earns the admiration that opens unforeseen avenues. One who labors with uncompromised honesty forges bonds of loyalty that endure economic ebbs and flows. And the generous giver? They receive manifold returns, not just in material measures, but in the multiplicative magic of goodwill that inspires reciprocal abundance. The wise Greeks didn't just theorize this, they lived it, embodying virtue as the cornerstone of a meaningful existence. They recognized that pursuing wealth without virtue leads to a gilded cage, opulence that oppresses the spirit, success that sours without soul. But virtue, as the guiding star, it magnetizes prosperity that permeates every pore, financial freedom flowing from ethical endeavors, relational riches rooted in respect, spiritual serenity sustained by self-alignment. We chase the fruits without tending the tree, seeking outcomes without cultivating the origins. We hoard possessions in pursuit of happiness, only to find them hollow. We climb corporate ladders for status, only to discover loneliness at the summit. The reward of virtue isn't fleeting fortune, it's freedom from the futility of false pursuits, inspiring a life where every step echoes with eternal significance. So, interrogate your own odyssey. What seeds of virtue are you sowing today? Are you manifesting discipline in your daily deeds, integrity in your interactions, generosity in your giving? These are the foundations that foster true fortune, the kind that can't be confiscated by crises or corroded by time. Wealth does not bring virtue, but virtue brings wealth. And in this reversal lies the ultra-inspirational path to prosperity that endures. Let virtue be your vanguard, your vault, your eternal value. For in its embrace, you don't just acquire abundance, you become it, inspiring others to prioritize soul over silver, character over currency. Your legacy of luminous living begins now. Cultivate virtue, and let the wealth of a well-lived life become the inspiration that awakens worlds to their own infinite worth. Embrace this truth, and watch as virtue's vines yield vineyards of victory.
If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.